Have you ever received a gift that seemed thoughtful at first, but later brought chaos into your life? What if I told you that not all gifts come with good intentions or positive energy? In this video, we're diving into the 8 types of gifts that, according to ancient Buddhist teachings, you should never accept. Gifts that could be secretly draining your energy, disrupting your karma, and even blocking your inner peace. The problem is, most of us don't realize the hidden consequences of accepting certain gifts. Do you really know what you are receiving when you accept a gift? Perhaps you have experienced situations where a gift, instead of bringing happiness, brought a series of unexpected problems. This may not be a coincidence, but don't worry, by the end of this video, you'll learn exactly how to spot these gifts and protect yourself from their negative effects. Stick around, because understanding this could be the key to keeping your life filled with positive energy and true harmony. In Buddhism, it is believed that every object has its own energy, a vibration that affects both the person who owns it and the person who receives it. This idea makes us think about the gifts we accept in our daily lives. When someone gives us a gift, we aren't just receiving a physical item, but also the energy that comes with it, whether it's good or bad. That's why it's important in Buddhism to be mindful of what we allow into our personal space. By accepting a gift, you open yourself to the energies and influences that come with it, which can affect your spiritual balance in ways you might not even realize. If you don't think carefully about what you're accepting, you may end up with energies that don't match your own. For example, imagine receiving a gift that was given with bad intentions or was acquired in a negative way. That gift carries those negative vibes with it, and by accepting it, you might invite those energies into your life, causing emotional, spiritual, or even physical unrest. Before accepting a gift, ask yourself, does this gift match the kind of energy I want in my life? By paying attention to the gifts you accept, you protect your peace. Sometimes, saying no, thank you, is the best way to keep your balance. Refusing something that doesn't feel right helps you protect your peace and harmony. Feel free to share an affirmation to attract positive energy in the comments, like, I welcome positive energy and goodness. Let's support each other in creating more peace and positivity. Now that you understand how the energy of objects can affect your life, let's explore the types of gifts that, according to Buddhist teachings, you should never accept. Even if these gifts are given with kindness, they might carry energies that could disturb your peace. Let's look at them closely, so you can protect your energy and stay balanced. The first type of object you should avoid accepting is something inherited from people you don't know, or from those who had a difficult or troubled life. In Buddhism, it's believed that inherited items carry the energy of their previous owners, including their emotions, struggles, and even unresolved karma. For example, imagine receiving a piece of jewelry that once belonged to someone who faced a lot of hardship. The energy of their suffering might be passed on to you, potentially bringing feelings of sadness or bad luck. Before accepting such an item, it's important to think about where it came from and if you really want to invite that energy into your life. When you take on something that belonged to a person with a turbulent past, you are also accepting part of their history, which may not always be positive. The negative energy attached to these items might continue to affect your environment, creating a sense of heaviness or even attracting negative situations into your life. In Buddhism, we are taught to let go of things that no longer serve us, and this includes objects that carry someone else's past burdens. So, before you accept an inherited object, ask yourself if you're ready to deal with the energy and stories that come with it. In many cases, letting go of these objects with gratitude can be a way to honor the past without keeping its vibrations in your life. If you decide to keep them, it's important to cleanse them through rituals like smudging or meditation to remove any lingering negative energy and make sure they don't bring unhealthy vibrations into your life. The second type of object you should avoid accepting is a gift from someone with whom you have a complicated relationship. In Buddhism, the intention behind a gift matters just as much as the gift itself. When a gift comes from someone with whom you've had a tense relationship, the negative energy of that relationship can be attached to the gift. Accepting it might bring unwanted emotions and energies into your life. For example, if the gift is given out of manipulation, guilt, or obligation, those negative intentions can pass to you, creating an emotional bond that drains your energy and disrupts your peace of mind. While accepting a gift from someone you're in conflict with might seem like a way to smooth things over, it can actually keep negative energy and tension alive between you. This kind of gift can create an unwanted connection that prolongs feelings of conflict or discomfort. In Buddhism, clear and sincere intentions are important. Accepting a gift that carries mixed or negative emotions can affect your spiritual and emotional well-being. It's important to be honest with yourself about how the gift makes you feel and the impact it might have on your life. If the gift seems like an attempt to control or manipulate you, or if it carries an emotional burden you don't want, it's okay to politely decline. Protecting your energy and well-being is more important than avoiding a moment of awkwardness. Saying no to a gift that brings negative energy is an act of self-care and respect for your own inner peace. The third type of object you should never accept is one that comes from situations of conflict, like disputed inheritances or items tied to family feuds. In Buddhism, it's believed that the energy from the circumstances surrounding an object sticks to it, so when you accept a gift that's been part of a conflict, you might be inviting the anger, resentment, and suffering associated with that item into your life. These negative feelings can create a tense atmosphere in your home, making it hard to feel at peace. Even if the conflict has been resolved, the lingering energy can still affect you and those around you. It's important to remember that harmony is a key principle in Buddhism, and bringing in an object tied to discord can disrupt that harmony. Before you accept a gift that has a troubled history, think about the spiritual and energetic weight it might carry. Do you really want to bring those negative vibes into your personal space? If you have doubts, it might be best to politely decline the gift. If you do choose to keep it, consider doing a purification ritual to help neutralize any lingering negativity. Keeping your home filled with positive energy is essential for your spiritual well-being, which may mean letting go of items tied to conflict. The fourth type of object you should avoid are those that remind you of painful memories or difficult times in your life. In Buddhism, practicing detachment is vital for achieving peace of mind. Objects that bring back tough memories might seem sentimental, but they can also keep you stuck in cycles of sadness if you're not ready to face those feelings. When you hold on to something that constantly reminds you of a hard time, you may find yourself reliving those negative emotions. These items can act as emotional triggers, bringing up feelings of pain, loss, or regret that you need to process and let go of. Buddhism teaches us to focus on the present and not cling to the past, especially if it's holding you back from spiritual growth. So, if someone offers you a gift that reminds you of a painful time, think carefully about how it might affect your life. It can be tempting to keep it for sentimental reasons, but ask yourself if it truly contributes to your happiness now. Often letting go of these items, whether by donating them or storing them away, can be an important step toward healing and personal growth. This opens up space for new, positive experiences and allows you to fully live in the present. If you enjoyed this content and want to continue learning about how ancient wisdom can improve your life, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications so you don't miss any videos. The fifth type of object you should never accept are gifts related to spiritual or religious practices that you're unfamiliar with or don't resonate with. In Buddhism, understanding the intention behind a spiritual object is key. Accepting amulets, talismans, or ritual items from traditions you don't know well can unintentionally invite energies or influences that you might not be ready to handle. These objects can hold significant symbolic and energetic power. Using them without the right knowledge can throw you off balance, interfere with your own spiritual practice, or attract unwanted vibrations. If you accept a spiritual object without knowing its meaning, you might connect with energies that clash with your beliefs and practices. For instance, a talisman that's sacred in one culture might carry specific energies that aren't aligned with your spiritual journey. Without understanding how to use it properly, you could end up feeling confused rather than supported. Buddhism teaches us to approach spiritual practices mindfully and to respect the traditions of others. So, before accepting a gift with spiritual significance that you don't fully understand, think about how it might affect you. If you don't feel a connection to it, or if its meaning is unclear, it might be best to politely decline the gift. Protecting your spiritual space is an important part of self-care, and being selective about the objects you bring into your life helps ensure that your spiritual practice aligns with your own beliefs and needs. The sixth type of object you should avoid are gifts that come with conditions or unspoken expectations. In Buddhism, the intention behind giving is very important. When a gift is offered with the expectation of something in return, like a favor or specific behavior, it stops being a genuine act of kindness and becomes a form of manipulation. These types of gifts can create feelings of obligation, tying you to a relationship that feels toxic or unbalanced. You might find yourself pressured to reciprocate in ways that don't feel comfortable, which can compromise your peace of mind and freedom. Accepting a gift with conditions can lead to a cycle of expectations that can be hard to break. Buddhism encourages us to act with awareness and avoid situations that disrupt our serenity. If you sense that a gift comes with strings attached, think carefully before accepting it. Ask yourself if you're willing to carry the weight of those expectations, and if it aligns with your values and need for spiritual independence. If you have any doubts, it's perfectly okay to decline the gift. Protecting your inner peace and maintaining your integrity is essential, and being selective about the gifts you accept is a part of that. The seventh type of object you should never accept are overly expensive or luxurious gifts that don't fit the nature of your relationship with the giver. In Buddhism, simplicity and a healthy detachment from material possessions are key to finding peace of mind. When someone gives you an extravagant gift, it can upset the balance in your relationship, making you feel indebted or uncomfortable, especially if you can't reciprocate in the same way. These gifts might come with emotional baggage or hidden intentions that can disrupt the natural harmony of your connection. Accepting an expensive gift can create an awkward power dynamic where the giver may expect something in return, like constant gratitude or future favors. This can lead to feelings of obligation or guilt that weigh heavily on you and affect your freedom to act. Buddhism emphasizes maintaining relationships based on equality, respect, and detachment. Accepting gifts that stray from these values can lead to both internal and external conflicts. There's also the risk that these expensive gifts could be perceived as attempts to buy your affection or loyalty. So, if you receive a gift that feels too lavish or out of sync with your relationship, take a moment to reflect on what that means. If it makes you feel uneasy or indebted, it might be best to decline it, explaining kindly that something so grand isn't necessary. Upholding simplicity and authenticity in your relationships is vital for your emotional and spiritual balance. The eighth object you should avoid are gifts given during moments of disagreement or conflict. In Buddhism, the emotional state during giving matters because it's believed that the energy of the moment transfers to the gift. If someone offers you a gift right after an argument or during a tense situation, it may carry the weight of that negativity, like tension, anger, or resentment. Even if the gift is intended as a peace offering, it might still be infused with the unresolved emotions from the conflict. These gifts, no matter how innocent they may seem, can remind you of the disagreement or carry lingering emotional charges. Buddhism teaches the importance of cleansing energies and maintaining harmony, and accepting gifts tied to conflict can disrupt that process. While the intention to reconcile is valid, it shouldn't come at the expense of your emotional and spiritual well-being. If you find yourself in a situation where a gift is offered amidst tension, think about whether accepting it will genuinely help resolve the issue or just reinforce the negativity. It might be healthier for both you and the other person to address the conflict directly, without involving material objects that could carry emotional weight. This approach promotes a more authentic resolution and helps keep negative energies from sticking around in your life. Now that you know the types of gifts you should never accept, it's important to think about what happens when you allow these items into your life. Every object you bring into your home carries its own energy, and that energy can affect your peace and well-being. Is it really worth risking your spiritual harmony for a gift? In Buddhism, we are taught to be mindful of what we bring into our personal space because it's where we recharge and find balance. Is that gift really necessary, or could it cause problems you can't see right away? It's important to practice detachment and have the courage to say no when something doesn't feel right for you. You don't have to accept gifts that carry negative energy or come from people with questionable intentions. Your space should be a place of calm, where everything around you adds to your sense of peace. When you bring in something that doesn't match your positive energy, you invite disturbances into your life. Why take that chance when you can just say no and protect your peace? Keeping items in your home that don't serve a positive purpose is like leaving the door open for unwanted influences. Your home should be a sanctuary, where everything reflects the peace and harmony you want to create. If you've already accepted something that now feels like it's blocking your energy, it's time to act. Cleanse it, or if needed, let it go to restore balance in your space. Every decision you make about what stays in your home is a choice between peace and chaos. Don't underestimate how powerful a clean, positive environment can be for your well-being. Remember, the power is in your hands. Only you can decide what deserves a place in your life and your home. If something feels off, saying no is an act of self-care and spiritual protection. You have the right to guard your energy and keep your space sacred. So if you want to protect your peace, start making mindful choices about what you bring into your home.